What a reality we live in. What a reality. You should see the news that came across my desk here at the FNN network this week. Oh yeah. It's Friday Night Live. We're going to be breaking down the weekly news. Hang on to your seats, Light Warriors. It's going to be a doozy. Yeah, a lot of interesting news this week. There's really a lot for us to break down. Have you ever found yourself just sitting in the fetal position, wondering, is this world fake? Have you ever found yourself sitting in the fetal position, asking yourself, what the heck is real anymore? What is real anymore? Oh, what an interesting week. We have tons of news to break down this week, the weekly news, so much to discuss. It really brings forth a lot of questions, and always question everything. And by the end of tonight, you know, you actually might find yourself sitting in the fetal position, looking out there in the universe and saying, what the heck is actually real? No, it's been a crazy week. We have a lot of things to discuss together tonight, and it's really, I remember a time, and we'll talk about it later. Oh yes, absolutely. If you are getting some of this news today and you're looking around and you have no clue, you could hit the WTF in the chat right now. What is going on? Oh yeah, it's Friday Night Live. Yeah, 144. It's good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see everyone. It is a very interesting time, and it's allowing us to question and how deep down the rabbit hole, if you will, do you want to go? And you will see today, as we go through this together, you see this news and you might not know, where are you going to place your trust? You don't even have a clue. I don't even know as well. That's why it enables a tremendous discussion tonight. So yeah, if you didn't know, Google's AI technology suggests the moon landing photos are fake. Oh, that's very interesting. So it's going to bring up a big debate. It's going to bring up a big question. So don't go anywhere. We have a lot to break down tonight. If you just stumbled into the world famous Friday Night Live stream, it is the best Friday Night Live stream that's out there. Could you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you enjoy this content. And we usually are here 9 a.m. Eastern time, but every Friday night we like to break down what is actually going on in this reality. Does anyone know where we actually are? Does anyone know where we are? Please let us know. Let us know. No, we're all changing into a beautiful butterfly. So grab a cup of joe. Please participate in the chat tonight. We have a lot to break down. And then when we're finished here, we're going to head over to the after party over on Patreon. The link is in the description if you would like to join us on Patreon afterwards. When I saw the news come across the FNN Network's desk today, I was saying to myself, what the is real anymore? What is real anymore? So, Google's AI technology suggests the moon landing's photos are fake. The neural network deemed almost all elements in the moon landing photos to be fabricated. Now, this is very interesting, but I want each and every one of you to think and go deeper. You know, you could see something, you could see an article, and immediately you kind of maybe jump to a conclusion. Oh, the photos are fake. Oh, the AI is Skynet. What's going on? You know, they made a movie about this called Skynet. It's called The Terminator. Remember Skynet? So it is a very interesting thing to see in the news, but it actually brings a question up to us. So you could actually see this right now, and there's a lot of information out there, maybe say on both sides. Some people say the moon landing was fake, and so you could say, okay, well, the AI says that the moon landing photos are fake. Okay, but how do you know the AI is telling the truth? So we have to start really, don't just jump to conclusions in the world right now. So now I'm a person, listen, I don't know what's going on. I have questions. I have many questions about this reality after all the crazy things that I've seen over the last few months. Oh yeah, I got lots of questions. Like, do you have questions about the reality? You could even write the questions in the chat right now. It's unbelievable. So who do you trust? Do you trust the photos and the people that said these are the photos, this is real? So do you trust the photos of the moon landing, or do you trust the AI? So this is actually teaching us a lesson in discernment. Okay, and that's really the world right now. The world, you think, okay, this is real, okay, but it's not real. And then it's vice versa, and then it's flipped again. And then you're sitting there, and then 5 hours later you're thinking about it, and then you're in the fetal position. You're crawled up on the floor in the fetal position, questioning the fabric of reality. Is that you, Light Warrior? Here on this glorious Friday Night Live, are you curled up in the fetal position questioning the reality? Oh yeah. So, and you could sit there and decipher and think about this. I did a video, I guess it was almost a year ago, on the Tom Cruise deep fakes. Did you ever see that Tom Cruise deep fakes? You look at it, you're like, wow. Oh, that's Tom Cruise over there. Oh, you ever see that? You ever see it? I did a full video on it. Tom Cruise deep fakes. A lot of other ones too. Looks real. Looks real. Cosmic 80s writes, don't trust either. Listen, you got to just keep questioning stuff. So it really brings us to a crossroad right now. Are you at the crossroad right now? Are you, listen, you got to have purified energy right now. That's why we have the Harley Ray Crystal Shop Sage over here, getting us ready for all the changes that are coming in. No, you have to think clearly. And listen, if you sit there and you say, okay, these people say the moon photos are fake, and now the AI is saying that the moon photos are fake. But how do you know it's not that Skynet guy? Remember the Skynet guy and the Terminator? Remember I'll be back. Remember the Terminators, Light Warriors? What about the AI? So, listen, what's going on out there? They're breaking it down to all parties involved. Why don't you figure it out? Let's figure out what's going on. What's up on the moon? Does anyone know what's going on in the moon? Listen, I am just grateful that I get to hang out with each and every one of you here on Friday Night Live. But guess what? This strange world, the reality that we're in, it gets even stranger this week. Oh, yeah, that's right. Even another article came across the FNN network over here. The New York Post, a non-human alien corpses is an unknown species. Researchers say 30% of the DNA is not human. It's unknown. And these are mummified remains from Peru. Peru. Shout outs to our brothers and sisters from Peru. So now we see in the news this week, oh, that's right, Cosmic Beings of Light 144. It's good to see you. And if you're in the chat right now, please smash that like button. I really appreciate it. You hit that like button. It helps others have a good time. We have to break it down. So They are saying in the news that these mummified remains in Peru are not human. 30% of the DNA, not human. Species unknown. Very interesting. So, yeah, it's interesting. The chat is blowing up right now. It's good to see you. That's a good... Kim writes, what else could be? Listen, who knows what's real, but that's why it's really challenging. A lot of people, they have a difficult time. I have a difficult time as well. You have no clue at this point. We are at the crossroads. Listen, there could be multiple realities, multiple dimensions, light warriors. I mean, they say it's like a multiverse with multiple timelines and everything else. Oh, yeah. So, do we have these aliens roaming the earth? Have we gone to the moon? It brings a big question. And I always say, I keep an open mind to everything. You have to question things that you see on the internet. You have to question things that you see on the TV. I saw it on TV. You have to question these things. I will say, I am at a point in my life, and I was always there, but just like all of you, you kind of get a little, the heck's going on out there? What the heck's going on out there? What's going on out there? I will say, until you actually shake a person's hand, until you meet them face to face, and this is just the way of the world right now. Everyone is going to say something. You know, things are everywhere. There's all this confusion. Is the moon real? Is the moon fake? You can let us know in the chat. But until I shake a person's hand, I get to know the person, then and only then do I actually know about I can't read that this person says that this person is no good or this person is a good person. We don't know. We don't know. You know? So someone commented about the earth. I'm interested about the earth too. Is the earth round? Is the earth flat? Is the earth a toroidal field? Who knows? I met someone, and you know, we were sitting around in a group, and we were all breaking down. And I am interested on how this can be a donut. And a toroidal field is part, and the energy that comes of it, and then you start sitting there, but then you're saying how, and I'm fascinated by these things. The true journey of self-discovery is when you sit there and you say to yourself, you know what? I don't know everything. And then all of a sudden, that's where the magic actually happens. Because guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what, Light Warriors? Guess what? I'll let you in on a little secret of this game that we're in. We're in a game right now. It's like Clue. We're trying to figure it out. Cosmic being of light got it right. Thank you. I used to do this in class. I wait for someone to actually say. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. If you knew everything, you wouldn't be here. You're here in Earth School to try to figure it out. We went through the amnesia, and our memories were wiped clean, and now you have to figure it out. Albert writes, who's on first? Thank you for that, Albert. Oh, what a great chat we have going here. Could you kindly hit the like button? It helps others find this message. They will stumble onto this tremendous live stream that we're having here. It's Friday Night Live. It's a great time to be with all of you. So, you know, we could have aliens running around. We could be floating on a donut right now. That's not even solid matter. Nothing's actually solid. Everything's just vibrating at a specific frequency that makes it appear to be a solid liquid or gas. So who knows? This whole thing might just, we could see the whole thing just go down in like, 2 seconds. So that would be interesting. But it really, it's a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of things that keep us inspired. In the news today, Aaron Rodgers, if you didn't know, Aaron Rodgers is practicing again. If you didn't know this, Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles 3 months ago. And, most people said that it could take 10, 11 months to heal from it. And he's aiming on playing again this very year. And he's also already practicing and standing on it. And it's so unbelievable. It's the difference between reactions amongst society of this. And this was discussed on the Pat McAfee show. What's up, Pat? They were discussing how, isn't it crazy how some people are angry that he was able to do something that nobody else can do. And they were discussing how, it's so strange how some people are so inspired by this to show you that you could heal yourself, you could overcome things. And then some people get so angry by it. So it's so strange. It's very strange. So this is where we are in this world, in society right now. But that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. We could be inspired. We never could have thought that something like that is possible. When I was younger and you talked about aliens, did you talk about aliens when you were younger? You could let us know in the chat. When we were younger, we would talk about aliens, and it was like, there was a stigma, and people would laugh and snicker about that. And now, in the mainstream news, they talk about aliens no problem. In the news, they're saying that artificial intelligence, Skynet, is breaking down moon photos and saying that they're not real. When you see all of this happen all at once, you could see miracles, you could see, crazy things, you could see, that aliens now are, it's no big deal. Oh, there's an alien. What up, alien? It's like no big deal. No big deal. So, I find it interesting how times have changed in 3 years. Times have changed in 3 years, Light Warriors. Times have changed. I remember, people would snicker. I was talking about the event. I was talking about all these changes. And people would snicker and say, oh, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. But now, we got aliens like they're going out of style. You got Skynet, going around. You have Skynet, you got Terminators, you got aliens, and this is reality right now. So to all the moon professors, the aliens, the AIs, let's figure it all out, guys. All right, let's get it together. Let's all get together on this. I appreciate you all getting on the same page, but this is where we are right now. It really is a time when you look at the news of the week. This is the news of the week. Like, this is not like, go back a few years ago, you would say, oh, this is crazy. This is science fiction, if you will. It's not. Get ready for this. Get ready. This is everyday life now. And think about that. Slowly, over time. Go back and think about where you were in 2019. And think about if you talked about aliens, if you talked about Skynet, if you got to watch out for the Skynets. If you talked about these things, people would say, wow, you are a wackadoo. Yeah, you're a wackadoo. But here we are. This is all here in the now moment. Something's got to give soon. Something's got to give soon, because that's where we are. This is the part of the week we like to get together on Friday, wrap up the week, and we did have a lot of interesting news things that are out in the world this week. I'd like to thank everyone that supported the channel this week. So thank you to Greg Gavigan, Cliff Virginia Hiker, and Alberto Benitez. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a link in the description and at the pinned comment. It is time, before we head over to Patreon, it is time for the message of the universe for the week. So don't go anywhere. Yeah. Hit the like button. I appreciate you, Regina. Thank you so much. If you weren't here last week, we have a very special deck of cards here, and we are going to pull a card tonight. Oh, yeah. We're going to pull you a card tonight. A rocket is going up tonight? That's interesting. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. All right. We now face people and situations with courage. We express ourselves freely, and all conflicts are resolved in a balanced and open way for the mutual benefit of everyone. We proclaim and manifest the power of our higher selves with love, understanding, and respect for others and for ourselves. It's very interesting. You know, and that's actually, it's a very, you know, last week was very relevant, the card that we pulled, to what I discussed in the now moment. And, you know, we really have to think about, you know, the mutual benefit of everyone, because it is a very confused state of society right now. We don't know what people are going through. You know, walk a mile in someone's shoes, if you will. So slow down. We have the AIs running around. That's okay. We got the aliens running around. They were back in time with the mummies as well. That's okay. Just sit back, relax. Grab yourself a cup of joe. Yeah. You're turning into a beautiful butterfly. Yeah. And we're all evolving, and we're changing. And just looking at these very special news events, it's really something. So I'm grateful for all of you. Thanks for being here all week. We'll be back on tomorrow here, 9 a.m. Eastern time. We are headed over to Patreon right now. If you would like to join us on Patreon, the link is in the description, and we'll be talking about all these wonderful things and much more over on Patreon together on Zoom. Amy Sunshine Ray, thank you so much. Thank you, Michael, for bringing back Friday Night Live. Yeah, I appreciate you, Amy. Thanks for being here. Yeah, it's been a crazy year. If you missed last week's Friday Night Live, head over to the channel page. You could check it out as well. We're going like this right now, and so much is happening all at once. But eventually, we figure it out. We go through turbulent times, we go through the storm, and then everything sorts itself out, and then it's just smooth sailing. And that's what this month is bringing us. If you missed December's energy update, make the jump. It's smooth sailing. You had a rocky year. A lot of bumps in the road, bumpy road, a lot of shaking. Shake off the loose ends. Oh, you could write it in the comments. Shake off the loose ends, baby. We shook off the loose ends, and now we're moving forward. We're brighter, and that is the way. You saw angels tonight. Smooth sailing, Kim. I'll see you in like 3.5 minutes, Kim. All right. All right, I appreciate all of you. This was a good time tonight. What do you think about the moon photos? Do you think the AI is telling us the truth? Are the moon photos not real? Or do you think the moon photos are real? It's your decision. It's your everyday life. But let us know in the comments. We always want to hear. We want to have discussion about these things, and we will figure it out together. And if you are curled up in the fetal position, don't worry, kid. We're all going to be just all right. All right, guys. I love you all. This was a great Friday Night Live. We're headed over to Patreon right now. See you in like 2 minutes.